Welcome to the Relish Lifestyle podcast. Amazingly, we are halfway through our third series.
Wow.
I know. Flies by.
It does.
Covered lots of things, lots of topics, eaten a lot.
We have done a lot of tasting.
Munched.
Won't spoil it, but we've got another one.
Another tasting. But no, it's been amazing how fast it's gone.
I know.
And actually, I'm quite glad because we're sort of coming into spring. So
yes, the daffodils are out.
I know. It's the first sort of shimmer of spring-like stuff is coming through.
And we did see that golden thing in the sun today. So, in the sky today.
All right. The yellow orb.
Anyway, some celebrations.
Yes, go on.
Chinese New Year.
Was it?
On the 17th of February. And do you know what you are? What animal you are? What sign you are?
No, I'm not sure. Go on.
Wait, you're going to laugh at this.
Oh, gosh.
We're both the same.
Are we?
We're rabbits.
Oh, God. Okay. Not sure what to make of that. I'm going to be careful what I say now. So what does that mean we do certain things?
Well, no, apparently, a rabbit is graceful, kind, popular, stylish, and get this, intelligent.
Blimey. You sure that's us? Close. Oh, anyway, I'll take those compliments.
Yeah, I know. Well, I haven't looked at it too deeply, but anyway, that was one of the things. Yeah. Anyway, do you know what this year is?
What do you mean? I thought we just said that.
No. We're the year of the rabbit.
Oh, right.
Not this year.
Oh, right.
This
so
year.
The 17th onwards.
Yeah, from the 17th. Is the year of the fire horse.
Oh, right.
So it's the year of the horse, but it's combined with fire, the element fire, and it only happens every 60 years. So it's quite unique.
Blimey.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So you don't just have an animal, you have to be like a water rabbit.
I think basically you are
Earth.
It's like that zodiacal thing, but it's the Chinese version. Right. And I think there are elements and other things involved. But anyway, this year, apparently, what I was reading, they're calling it the year of the fire horse. Okay. Because to have fire and horse together is really kind of symbolic and all the rest of it.
And first for 60 years or whatever.
Yeah. Wow. And I think they go on a 60-year cycle or something. But to have those two
I suppose
together,
there's quite a lot of combinations.
Yeah, exactly.
So
anyway,
to have an element and an animal.
So shall I tell you what that stands for? So it says high energy year that is said to blend the horse's characteristics, get this, of independence, speed and freedom with the fire element, symbolizing a period of rapid change, intense activity and forward momentum.
I do hope so. So I think this year started off really sluggishly.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure, but we've only been a week into the Chinese New Year, not 2 months like ours. So maybe it'll all change now.
Apparently,
this week onwards.
Apparently, if you go back, the last time they had the horse and fire, it was something to do with the Chinese Revolution, wasn't it? 60 years ago.
Oh, really?
You're really normally good on these dates. I didn't write this one down. Apparently, it was quite a big. It was some uprising type thing. Yeah.
Oh. Not the one.
Or it might have been before that. No, or it might have been one before that. But there's something that when I looked it up, it said, "Oh gosh, there was a really big thing that happened on one occasion."
Well, I'm assuming they celebrate with lots of food.
Food? Oh, I think they do loads. I mean, apparently there was a local Chinese. I saw this on social media. Oh, it's Confucius.
Oh, yeah.
This is Confucius in Chichester. Give them a little shout. And they put some stuff on social media, and they had a really lovely evening. They had dancing, singing, fireworks, and lanterns. Yeah.
I do like China.
I'd love to go to, maybe Chinatown would be lovely. Wouldn't
it? I do like Chinatown.
We should do that. Chinatown, Charlie, next year.
I have to remember. We have to find out what it is because you said it moves.
It does move. No, it's not always exactly the same date.
We have to find out.
Date it starts on, but it's all round.
I have to ramp up my chopstick technique.
Oh yeah, the chopsticks. Yeah, it's the thumb and the two fingers, isn't it? We're not being videoed. Well, Charlie's face is like, oh God.
2 fingers in the thumb. Right. Oh,
And now my glasses have got stuck in my hair. Oh dear, that's like being a rabbit.
There we go.
There we go.
Probably less of this now.
Less of this.
But yeah, no, I think I do like a Chinese. I don't know. It's one of those things I do have to feel in the mood for.
Yes. But
it's not my go to on a weekly basis.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Because I think, like so many other cultural cuisines that come to Britain or whatever, how they've all changed. And they do change, don't they? And I just think, I was trying to think out what really sets out or makes Chinese food stand out or is different. We talked about any other Asian food. Okay. And I know this is, please forgive us. I'm not being
complete. All Asian
no. But what I'm just saying is, I think that brings us, because we're going to talk about fusion food as well and how things are fused in terms of ingredients and stuff. But I was looking it up. Really, Chinese food is very fresh and pretty instant. It's wok.
Well, yeah. And I think also the other thing for me is I think we should explore that cultural appropriation thing where you term one thing like, oh, that's Chinese food, but actually it probably isn't. It could be Thai or another part of Asia.
Yeah.
But I think we can be quite generalistic. If you think about our takeaways in this country, they often do, a Chinese will do a Thai green curry. Do you see what I mean? So it's very easy to say, oh, I'm ordering a Chinese. But actually, some of that might not be what I would call traditional Chinese food.
But when I was doing a little bit of research, it was saying if you ate something that you thought was Chinese here, then you went to China, it would be completely different. Yeah. And I remember I've only been to, I went to Hong Kong, but Chinese restaurants there, and it is very different.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's the chickens, it's the rubber chickens. Oh, God, hanging in the, I know with everything.
But I quite like that in Chinatown that they still have the ducks in the windows.
Yeah.
That's quite fun.
I know.
But the thing for me with Chinese food is it's that amazing sort of umami that you get from a lot of their food. That sort of taste of deliciousness, but you're not quite sure why. It's just a good combo of savoury flavours, I think, for me.
They do still add that, what's it called?
MSG.
Yeah, MSG, yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to, though.
No, I think in some dishes they do here, but I mean, if you were eating true just Chinese food that's woked, you wouldn't. I mean, it's ginger, garlic, some other spices. They don't really use lots of chili. I mean, it is soy sauce. You're absolutely right, Charlie. Very fresh things. It would be like your prawn or your chicken. You're right, soy sauce. And things like the greens, like beans or pak choy and things like that. But very freshly cooked, woked, done. Oh, of course, you've got your
quite quick.
I said ginger, but things like your not so much bean shoots, but what are the
water chestnuts?
Water chestnuts, thank you.
Yeah.
Things like that.
That's what I mean. It's quite a quick melange of flavours in one wok, isn't it? And it all tastes good.
I mean, just a quick synopsis. It was things like you've got your Szechuan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's bold and spicy.
I like that.
And that's an area. You've got your Cantonese, which is much lighter and fresher and often steamed, which I hadn't really appreciated.
Oh, they're sort of like wicker.
Yeah.
Bamboo ones.
And then you've got the northern regions of China, which lean towards more noodles and dumplings. I guess it's to do with the weather.
Colder.
Yeah. And then more Shanghai is more famous for soup dumplings.
Oh.
This was just a very top line.
Yeah.
But of course, we can't talk about Chinese without mentioning Mr. Ken Hom.
Oh no, When he basically brought China to Britain, really. Chinese cooking.
We don't read. Do you remember him?
He was on television a bit, I think, when I was very young.
Yeah, but he was around Delia time, 80s,
that's what I mean.
Early 80s,
90s.
Mid-80s. Apparently, he's written something like over 40 books.
Wow! And
the BBC did a program with the BBC. They absolutely loved him, and everyone went mad, and his book sold, I think it was Ken Holmes' Chinese Cookery, right? And it sold 1.5 million copies.
Wow.
Extraordinary.
That is amazing.
And all over the world.
Fantastic. Yeah.
He was actually born in America.
Wow.
But his family had emigrated from China.
Gosh.
And then the story is, I think, that he couldn't find anything he really liked eating apart from what his mum cooked.
Oh.
And so that's why he kind of went back to his roots and started cooking like wok. Because I think the book I had all those years ago was Ken Holmes' Wok.
Yeah, I think it was called Wok.
Something like that.
I think it was. Quite interesting as well. Just a bit of a shout out for my old alumni. But he's does quite a lot with Oxford Brookes University.
What, Ken?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
So there's a lecture series, there's a resident fellowship, there's a collection and all sorts at Oxford Brookes. So good for him.
Well, when you actually look at his bio, he does loads for charities. He's got a CBE.
Honorary doctorate for that, obviously, and that's why he does a lot. But yeah, he's got a CBE. CBE. Upgraded.
Yeah.
Well done.
So
thanks, Ken, for bringing Chinese food.
And then that brings us on to the fusion things. And we just touched on that, didn't we? In terms of, you're right. It's very easy to say.
We're just quite quick, aren't we?
Yeah. Everything is one thing or another.
We order Chinese and it's probably all from all over that part of the world.
Yeah.
I think.
But of course, fusion, I feel like, is one of those things that you feel like has been quite trendy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was just going to say it's been building momentum, hasn't it?
Yeah. Some of it, though, I find can be I think a lot of it actually comes from places like Australia. They're quite forward in terms of doing fusion.
Yeah, I suppose where they're situated as well and what they've got available.
But I think there are limits to some of the sort of fusion thing. Like you kind of can get like fusion sort of like sushi tacos now and stuff like that. And I'm just not sure. I need a Mexican Japanese riff on sushi.
Well, I think some of it is to do with marketing, sales, obviously, commerciality.
Agreed.
Right? And I think people need a hit of flavour, so that's why they're doing those things. But, Charlie, I was thinking about this. We have actually been doing fusion for yonks.
Yeah, we have.
If you think about things like mulligatawny soup, kedgeree,
mango
chutney, which all came from India,
spices,
which we brought over, and we feel like they're very traditional British dishes, aren't they?
Well, I guess things like mango chutney. I think. Do you know the story of mango chutney?
No. Go.
So apparently there was obviously a train back in the day going from north to south in India, carrying obviously a British regiment. No, British army. And I can't remember exactly. The Sergeant General, whoever was travelling, said, "Oh, this curry is too hot. I need some sort of chutney to go with it." And apparently, on the train, they kind of managed to do something with the mango, and it became sort of obviously not quite what we expect today. But it cooled down or brought down the heat level, I should say, of this particular officer's curry.
Well, of course, when I've done chutney recipes, things like mint and coriander chutneys to go with, and tamarind chutneys to go with curries that I've made or curry dishes. Of course, they're nothing like our chutneys. And it's like baked sauce gravy.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same thing. Quite often a chutney is literally taking fresh herbs and whizzing it up with some lime juice and a bit of sugar.
Which is weird because when you think about like a pesto, that's kind of what that is.
Yeah, without the cheese.
Yeah, but it's like our version, the European version.
Yeah.
But it is quite weird. I do think there are limits to this sort of fusion food though, because I don't know if you've seen things like pizza toppings recently, but they're getting more and more bizarre. I mean, I saw the other day was carbonara.
What?
Yeah, on a pizza.
Well, that is Italy and Italy, but I know,
but you don't need that kind of.
I don't need pasta on a.
Nope.
And the other one I saw recently was curry risotto.
Oh no!
Now I kind of get chili with rice.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit like.
I'm not sure.
I know.
Maybe we should try it. But also, it's interesting. I think with like you were just saying with British stuff. I think there's things like obviously you can get like a curry pie, so you could have the pie.
Yeah.
But the inside is flavored. Yeah, so I sort of get that because it's still comforting and it's sort of pie and it works. But I don't know. I guess everything. I mean, I get the one thing that is amazing now is how quickly food from other countries now spreads. I mean, nothing really probably is unturned now in terms of sourcing from all over the world. It's all available in a supermarket.
Yeah, and I think that really is what it's always been. I mean, in a way, for thousands of years, food particularly it's been fusing.
Yeah.
Because people travelled, and in this country, if you think about it, if we go back hundreds and hundreds of years when we were eating bits of, bread with weevils in it, and then suddenly, the Templars and our soldiers travelled and they brought back spices and herbs and different things. And the potato, for instance. The potato doesn't come from Britain, and yet everyone thinks, Britain is a country of potatoes. Well, we do, that's probably our climate and everything.
Well, also, I think there's an element of comfort as well. I think British food generally is sort of quite comforting on the stodge side, I would say. Pies, mash, all that kind of stuff, warming.
Mind you, talking about fusion and fusion trends, I'm thinking about how things are changing. And I was reading a report, actually, with the Michelin report.
Oh, yeah.
And it was saying that one of the trends is very much like taking very traditional foods, like our traditional British food, or even like Polish food is another one.
Yeah.
But they are refining it.
Yeah.
They're refining it. So suddenly, and I've been seeing lots on like cottage pies or shepherd's pies and beef pies and things like some of these gastropubs. But they're doing them, but they're really refining them.
Well,
but not as in, I mean, tiny bits on your plate, but they're refining them in terms of you don't get a massive plate of casserole or whatever it looks like, with a great half a loaf of bread. It's all refined with maybe, again, as we've talked about the fusion, a few different vegetables were all delicately done. So actually for our palates, we're still eating something that's traditionally come from a certain country, but it's not served in perhaps quite the way it was.
I also think there's another thing, and we've talked about it before when it came to cheeses, how our British tastes have changed and have got more more mature cheese. That's what we were saying, stronger cheese. I think there's an element, especially for me now, like, for example, if I have an burger, which is pretty rare, right? But I want a bit of maybe kimchi in it, a bit of sriracha on the burger. I don't want just a burger and some
onions,
cheese on it. I want that.
You definitely don't want rubber cheese.
No. Anyway, but I went again, moving on. I went to a restaurant called The Ninth, and the chef there, it's very modern European, but they come from Japan. Jun Tanaka, he comes from Japan, and he's worked all over, but obviously he's Japanese, so there's a Japanese riff on some of the food he does. So yeah, it's really quite different and inventive. But it works. That fusion works.
Oh yeah. And you get things like I remember Peter Gordon, great chef, and his book, and it was all Pacific Rim. Hawaii, Japan, do you know what I mean? Australia, and it was some of the stuff was great. And I think his was the first book ever. And I know people would have done this hundreds of times now. It's the first time a watermelon salad with feta, with black pepper, with pumpkin seeds, and you made a very light dressing. And I remember serving that, and it was the first time anyone had had that combination.
Yummy.
And it is absolutely delicious. So many of these things do work, but you're right. You've got to take good food, good ingredients, but not gimmicky.
No. And I also think with things like television chefs, not so much recently, that's another factor I'll come back to actually in a minute. But I've been watching some programs recently where they go, and it reminds me of the good old days of Gina, where she said things like, if you can get fresh garlic, which now we take for granted, everywhere. But they do modify some of the recipes to say, well, we know, say it's Rick Sani's in India, for example, and he's got a particular something he's using. I can't remember what it is. But he's like, but then you go back to his kitchen in Cornwall and he cooks it with a slightly different ingredient that he knows we can all get.
Fusion.
Yeah, that's also what I'm saying, but everything's slightly modified anyway. But yeah, what was actually quite interesting is I was saying about the television thing, just an interesting stat, slightly off topic, but the BBC were like commissioning hours and hours of cooking programs up until quite recently.
Yeah.
And now it's completely dropped off a cliff. They've not commissioned anything non-competitive cookery for television this year.
But I do think, apart from, and I'm going to shout out, I mean, apart from someone like Jamie Oliver, I think some of the programs would just, it just weren't working. They're just not, I mean, good old Delia, you had a cookery program, and even like Nigella, there was a bit of something that you watched, but you watched them cook something, and it was interesting, and you came away thinking, I want to do that.
Yeah, it looked
Whereas now, I don't know if they're like that. It's all a bit too fast and furious and do this and do. I don't know.
I think also the way we're consuming recipes is changing.
Yeah.
I know you and I like book still, but people are looking at TikTok, Instagram for that instant recipe. They're not flicking through a book.
No, I think, and I'm going to do a shout out for YouTube, because you're going to be able to hear us on YouTube from now on.
We are on.
We're going on YouTube, but actually, people go to YouTube.
Yeah. Well,
if they want to find a recipe, they just watch it.
In America, YouTube.
They're watching you, Charlie. So
yeah. In America, YouTube is the most watched form of television now. It's overtaken all the other cable channels.
Hence, the BBC are going to do their bit on there. Anyway, I just want to do a shout out for Harumi.
Oh, yeah.
And
Japanese.
This was, Japanese. So this was a book I bought quite a long time ago. And I also bought another one that was all about actually the whole history of Japanese cooking. I just kind of got into it and felt like we should. And do you remember, Charlie, we did a couple. And what I found was, do you remember we did some quite big meals? And there was a lot of prep, wasn't there?
Especially for the sauces.
Lots of prep. And you thought, that's great. Once the sauces were done, that's fine. And that's like a lot of cuisines. But because just like Chinese, a lot of it is fast and furious at the end. You cannot, it has to be freshly cooked.
Yeah.
And that we did find a challenge. But I wanted to give a shout out to one dish, which is very simple. And you can make this any supper, easy. You can do barbecue, whatever. But it's that yakitori.
Yummy.
And you can make a very good yakitori sauce or a teriyaki sauce. And it is so simple. It literally is soy sauce, mirin, and caster sugar.
Yummy.
Pop it all in a saucepan. Bring it for a simmer for about 20 minutes. It thickens. And I'm telling you, that will go like toffee if you leave it to go cold. It's delicious. And then, of course, it's chicken and leeks.
Yummy.
So lovely. Anyway, I just want to give a shout out for that one.
Yeah. Yum.
Anyway, so we've done that. So we've moved from our Chinese New Year. Should we just go back to China?
Yeah.
Chinese food.
There's a lot to talk about.
We thought this was really funny. So the whole thing with Chinese food, one thing you always get when you get a takeaway is prawn crackers.
Prawn crackers. You always get a bag of them.
You always get a bag or two of prawn crackers. And they're always, I find them incredibly
they melt on your tongue. Because they don't feel like you're eating. And even if you think, I'm full, you can delete it.
Oh, no, there's no calories, there's nothing in a prawn cracker.
So we've got bags in front of us.
So we thought we'd do a prawn cracker tasting, because a lot of people now do already made prawn crackers.
Yeah, well, I suppose the other thing is you need a lot. I mean, it's a bit like when we did those poppadoms in Portugal. You could only get ones that had to be thread in fat. You couldn't get prawn ones. So anyway,
they did taste delicious.
They were delicious.
Can I just say that?
God knows how many calories. Anyway, so we have got 6, isn't it?
Yeah, 6.
So should I just pick a random one?
Yeah.
Right, so I've gone Waitrose prawn crackers. Crisp and crunchy, perfect for sharing.
How much have we got? We've got 65 grams.
Chinese style snap made with prawn.
Right. Now you like reading the ingredients and...
Well, just interesting to compare.
Oh, God, there's going to be lots of crunching further.
Yeah. They just melt the minute you crunch them.
Actually, these are really light.
Very. Not too greasy.
No.
17% crustaceans. So that's probably the interesting bit.
So not just prawn, probably.
No. Well, it's probably flavour, I would imagine.
Quite
nice. Right.
Not too strong. I never like them if they're too strong.
I'm just going to have another look at the colour, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Pretty pale.
Right. So what's his Sharwood?
This is Charlotte.
The curly.
Much smaller.
Oh yeah.
Slightly more prawn in them though. 18% prawn.
Oh.
Smaller bag. But
Now I would have said I can actually taste prawn in
yeah,
these.
I'd agree.
Whereas the others, they taste something, but I'm not would have said it was
slightly
prawn.
fishy, but
yeah.
Yeah, those are quite nice, but they're much smaller. On
Because
average.
when you get them from the Chinese restaurant, they're quite big, aren't
they?
they?
They're tiny, and they're all sort of like half oval shape. Where these ones, that's interesting. The ones from Waitrose are round.
Round.
These are like, what would you call that?
What's
Semicircle.
yeah, semicircle.
They're mouthful on my tongue.
That's going to be our supper tonight. Bags of oh no, we can't. Okay, who else have we got?
We've got. These ones are from Itsu, and they've got flavouring on them. They're prawn cracker crisps, they've called them.
Oh.
Chinese ones. These have got 5 spice and sweet hoisin flavour in. Cloud-like crunchy crackers. These have got a lot of crustacean, 22%.
Actually, nice.
Much sweeter because you've got the
hoisin sauce.
And the 5 spice.
I quite like that though.
And you've actually got a bit of colouring on them from that.
They're still really light though, aren't they?
I think that's delicious.
It does say, look, cloud-like and crunchy.
They're
I
nice.
quite like those.
I quite like it. There is slightly sweeter. There's that warmth, slight spice. Right, so we've got a massive bag.
Hang on, I need to take a sip of water on this.
I know. They're nice though. And also, what I would say, it sounds really pathetic, but actually I quite like the packaging of it. Liquor bag. But you only get 60 grams in there. So the Sharwoods was 60, Itzy's 60, Waitrose randomly was 65. These ones are an enormous pink bag from Aldi. It's Asia Green Garden, so it sounds like a Chinese. These are very pale.
Right, these are all sorts of shapes.
Well, I like though.
They're a bit denser.
Yeah, but they've got 25% crustacean.
I don't taste it though.
No.
And I have had water since the spicy one.
This is a 100-gram bag though. A lot in there.
I would say this. Can I just say this? I'm sorry. You know when you get them from the Chinese takeaway, they don't often taste of much. They're just fluffy.
Funny enough, I would say these ones taste like the ones you get from the takeaway, the Aldi.
Yeah, except a little bit. On that one I had was a little bit denser.
Okay. Right, these ones are from Native.
Yeah, so I found these.
They're vegan.
Extraordinary, yeah.
So if they're vegan,
we're probably just cooked.
Where are we with the crustacean?
World.
They don't see anything fishy.
Oh.
They're vegan.
So how do they make them?
I don't know.
Just prawn flavour. Oh, they're horrid.
They're quite dense, much denser than the others.
Oh no, I think they're made out of lentils.
Yeah, I think they are.
Sorry.
Tapioca starch, rice flour, salt, natural flavouring. But I mean,
they don't taste of prawn.
No. I mean, if you're a vegan, fine, it gives you something you can have that with your takeaway, but
no,
it doesn't remind me of a normal prawn cracker.
I don't know what it tastes like. There's a taste.
Dusty would be the word I would use. It's sort of a bit.
Well, maybe it does taste of tapioca.
Oh, well, maybe that's what's happening.
Anyway, and they were probably the most expensive.
Well, I mean, it's interesting though. Can I just quickly on vegan, properly dropping off a cliff in terms of a trend.
Yeah.
So, well, they peaked in 2023, sales of vegan food.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been declining ever since.
Oh,
it's quite interesting. So I think people are going back to clean eating.
Clean eating, yeah. And vegan food is just full of additives.
Yeah.
I'm being told to calm. Yeah. I will calm.
Ranty. But these are Sainsbury's.
Don't want to upset our vegan listeners.
Sainsbury's, all one we've got left listening.
Right.
These ones are Sainsbury's, 80 grams, prawn flavoured.
No, it's a bit dense.
Don't really melt as much.
No.
They're going back in the bag. Big bag, though.
I mean, I would say they're all good as a snack.
Yeah.
You know, You could have those easily instead of a bag of crisps. You can put them out with drinks.
Yeah. But, quite nice, actually, as an alternative.
I think they are. And I wouldn't, rather than prawn crisps. I mean, prawn crisps don't taste
prawn cocktail, you mean?
Oh, prawn cocktail, that's it. You can see that I don't actually eat them.
No.
So what do we reckon, Charlie?
Well, that's why I was just having a quick look at the bag.
With your judging head on.
I really like the Itsu ones. I know they're flavoured, but I think they would be a really nice drink, nibbly snack. Do you think? Do you want to try another one?
Yeah. I might just turn on one of those.
I think that with a glass of wine.
But also I could eat those with Chinese food.
Yeah. Well, I like those. Itsu, yum. Okay.
Really nice.
And then...
Now, one of these others, one of the first ones, I thought the... Oh, God.
Charwood.
I think the Charwood and the other one you had was the Waitrose ones we quite liked.
Yeah. I think the Charwoods taste prawny, like you said.
So actually, the Charwoods...
The Waitrose ones are really crispy. I would give them that. I quite like the texture of the Waitrose ones.
Do we think Charwoods and Waitrose almost come as a...
Yeah, I would almost do a joint second.
Yeah.
Not that helpful. But
no, I agree.
I guess it depends what you can get. Charwoods, I think I got in Sainsbury's. The Itsu was Sainsbury's, and obviously Waitrose is Waitrose. But the other three, I have to say, don't really taste of much. The Aldi one didn't have any flavour. Texture was fine.
The native ones I bought from Waitrose.
Yeah.
And vegan. What we didn't get any M&S ones.
No.
So I've just marked them. So we put Itsu 1, Charwoods and Waitrose joint second. So what would you put as
personally,
third?
Actually, I think the Aldi ones would be third. Because I think the texture was nice. I think the Sainsbury's ones would be then fourth because they dense. And I have to say the vegan, I'm sorry, they're just...
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, if you are vegan, I don't know why you'd want something that's prawn. Just why don't you just have a cracker? Or do you know what I mean? Why try and imitate something that's not vegan?
No, you're right.
Personally, especially if it's clean living, that's just my thoughts. But Itsu yum with the hoisin on.
Oh, there we go. So we've got a few bags of those to
so we'll have to have a few.
Give out.
might need a drink with them.
Just some drinks, and we'll have to have a Chinese.
Yeah, but it's quite interesting. I think sometimes with Chinese food. You do need something that's going to cut through because it can be quite rich, certain Chinese food.
Yeah, except it's the way they cook the prawns.
Yeah, yummy.
Because quite often I will just have literally what do I have, Charlie? Like a prawn, either like a chopped cereal, whatever. But the prawns are huge. They are soft. They're not overcooked. They're not chewy.
No.
And it's so light.
That's the thing I find sometimes with prawns can be, if minute they're overdone, they're just chewy.
But we've got a theory, but we need to work that out, how they're cooked.
I think they're all put in frozen and then...
Yeah, I think they are.
We'll see.
But anyway,
they're always large and yummy.
If anyone knows actually how they do it,
but it's interesting. So Chinese food, supposedly in Britain, is the third most popular.
With curries.
Cuisine.
Curry's got to be at the top.
Indian, it's number one.
Indian, yeah, okay.
And what do you think's number two?
Oh, pizza.
Well, Italian, but yeah.
Oh, Italian. It would be mainly pizza.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
But it's just quite interesting. It's definitely third, so it's pretty high up the list. So.
Okay, so just quickly then. So from having prawn crackers, what about drink?
Well, that's what I was saying. So you need something sort of quite... Personally, I need something with a bit of like cut through, quite lean, I would have said. So maybe like a Sauvignon Blanc or... even like a Vino Verde, actually, because I think the effervescence would cut through quite a lot of the spice and flavouring. Yeah, personally.
When I looked on, when I looked up regarding wine, I don't know about me so much. I'm just trying to think.
Well, I suppose you could have a beer.
Yeah, you can have a beer. I'm not like drink. Well,
no, but I'm just thinking I can get why that would work.
Yeah, but apparently some of the best things to drink are off-dry Riesling, and that for the sweet and sour, spice and seafood, or Gewürztraminer.
I'm not a fan of that.
No, but it says it works well with aromatic and spicy dishes.
And we've got sparkling on there.
But then sparkling, so champagne, cava, prosecco, already good.
The Vino Verde, if you've got anything slightly effervescent, I can see why that.
Yeah, exactly. And then it says things like, which is good for me, a Pinot Noir, a Merlot, if you've got crispy duck, or a Shiraz with black bean sauce, or Szechuan beef. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, and then light beers, of course. Well, and then teas.
Beers is quite standard, isn't it, if you go out for one?
Yeah, or jasmine tea, of course.
I'm not sure we have tea, but...
No.
There we go. That was our prawn crackers.
I've got lots
to munch through.
We've got lots. I've got some pegs here. Put on the bags.
Well, that's good. Well, we've got quite a lot to look forward to as well, haven't we? Because we've got very early this year, Mummy's Day, which I'll forget all about.
Which actually I hadn't even thought about till you mentioned it the other day. Well, normally it's the end of the month.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's early. And I also don't know how the shops are keeping up, because when I went in, I won't say which one, but it was Veganuary. Then we've had Pancake Day. Then there was something.
Valentine's.
Then it's Mother's Day. I was like, whoever's churning over those aisles,
the windows and I agree.
Everything. There's an event for everything at the moment in store.
I also thought, actually, for me, I was thinking it doesn't really give a lot of space for much of it. It feels like it's being talked about and then it's done.
Yeah.
So
I think
if you're not really on it, you've kind of missed it.
I think Pancake Day went by.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know obviously I did some, but it was more for brunch. I wasn't going to, it's a weird thing, especially in stores. It all feels like you see loads of lemons and flour and stuff on the shelves, and suddenly it's all gone, and then it's now Mother's Day. Or...
Do you know what I think, Charlie? I think pancakes, particularly when you're in America, it's the nicest thing that someone else makes them for.
Oh, yeah.
And they come with bacon.
Maple syrup. Yum.
But they're all fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy pancakes. It's a very different heat.
Oh, I saw somebody on MasterChef, right? This is the professional one. And they were asked to make, now I think this was Japanese pancakes.
Oh.
I could have got that wrong. But they're kind of fluffy, or Chinese pancakes. So you basically make a pancake, but it's quite like an American pancake, right?
Yeah,
so you make the batter, you put it in the pan, but you're steaming it.
Oh.
Right, so it's quite thick. It looks almost, do you know what it looks like to me? Like a dropped scone or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you drop it in, obviously it's much lighter. And then after a few minutes, you take the lid off the pan and you put another dollop of the pancake mixture, on top of what's already cooking.
Oh.
I think there's a little bit of water and maybe a tiny bit of butter or something in the pan. You put the lid back on and you get this like dome-shaped, wobbly pancake. And it becomes like a slightly souffle type pancake.
Oh,
anyway, apparently that's a bit of a thing. We're going back to our trends thing. Anyway, there we go. So I thought, I wouldn't mind trying that, because that could be really light. You could do that as a pudding.
And it's different.
Yeah.
Not just a flat one.
No, I think they did serve it with fruit or something. But anyway. Just as an aside there. But yeah, so Mother's Day. I won't ask what we're doing.
Lots.
If everyone could see Charlie's face as he thought, oh God. Not another one. It's come round so soon.
Food orientated, I'm sure.
And I just want to give a shout out to British Pie Week.
Oh, good.
It's the beginning of March, and the reason I'm doing it is because our British farmers.
Yeah.
You know, we did our beef up January, didn't we? Agreed. And I just think pies don't have to be obviously beef, but I just think, you know, let's think of our farmers. Let's think of those guys out there, you know, producing what goes in a pie. And a good old pie. I mean, a pie is a great thing, isn't it?
Well, that's what and the fusion pies that are coming
out.
So.
And I watched someone make a pie the other day, and it was just delightful. They made a wonderful short crust pastry or a hot crust water crust pastry for the base, and they did this lovely filling, and then they topped it with puff pastry.
Oh, nice!
And I just thought,
I think
pies are always very indulgent, but they are delicious.
They are,
yeah, really delicious.
Right.
So we just want to give a shout out, don't we? If you're celebrating the Year of the Horse. Oh, come on, we can be mastering chopsticks, fusion flavours, eating some more prawn crackers.
So we hope this episode's giving you something to try or make you think about what you might eat this week.
Yeah.
And obviously we've got those two big things coming up, Mother's Day and Pie Week. So maybe you're going to cook a pie.
Yeah.
We could have a pie for Mother's Day.
We could have a pie for Mother's Day. That'd be really nice, actually.
Wow. Anyway, so we'll have lots to talk about on our next one, I'm sure, our next pod.
And we hope we encourage you to cook something you love with people that you love.
Yeah.
And keep relishing life.